What's up, guys? It's Knox, and you are watching Celeb Secrets TV.
Ilana Epstein here with Celeb Secrets, and today I'm joined by Knox. It's so great to have you here. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, I have to say, you have been a very, very busy guy.
Yeah.
You just came from Hangout Fest. That was your first ever festival. You're performing at Lollapalooza later in the summer. You're going on tour with the band Camino, and you just finished up the second leg of your solo tour, your first ever solo tour. So yeah. I feel like you don't even get a break. Like, do you ever get to take a break ever?
No, not really. But I chose this. I wanted it to be like that. So it's been a very busy year, but it's been a blast. I'm like enjoying every second of it. I do miss my dog, but other than that, I'm chill.
What's your dog's name?
Loki.
Oh, that's
why I have my Loki tattoo. Speaking of tattoos.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the tattoos.
Yeah.
You do have a really great fan base, and Thanks. I feel like you also have such a great relationship with your fans. I saw in some interviews, you know the names of some of your fans. That must make them feel so special. Like, why is it so important for you to have such a great connection with your fans?
Well, so I always try to do, because I was such a music fan growing up. Mm-hmm. So I just always try to do the things that I would have wanted my favorite artists to do. And I don't know, I guess I'm just good at remembering faces, but there's just a lot of fans that come to a lot of shows, and they're always very sweet and bring gifts and stuff, and they've just been around a lot. And so people like that, I mean, because of people like that, I have the coolest job in the world, so the least I can do is remember who they are, you know what I mean? So,
absolutely. And I know that's only gonna help you as you grow and get bigger, which you're doing.
Thanks.
So for people out there who might not know, what would you say is the vibe of your music?
Well, it's weird because it's sad boy songs, but then they're fun. The shows are fun, and it's a good time. But it's I feel like it's sad boy music that's meant to make you feel better. Mm-hmm. I think that's the vibe.
That's a cool way of explaining it.
I think so.
Yeah, I think another big theme in your songs is nostalgia. I was looking through some of your TikTok, Instagram comments, and people are saying all of your songs bring them back to when they were younger, and just it's high school, but that's such a good vibe, and the fans love it. So what is it like? How does it feel for you to know that you're bringing your fans back and you're able to give them such a strong feeling of nostalgia? I
mean, it's cool. It's honestly one of those things where when MGK brought back the emo rock, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody was freaking out about that, but I grew up listening to Boys Like Girls and All American Rejects and kind of the poppier side of that. And so I was somebody needs to bring back that kind of music. And so I guess if I get to be one of the people that is part of that and one of those trailblazers, then I'm honored. And so it's it's been fun because I'm just making the music that I loved growing up. And so I'm a fan of my own music, I think.
Yeah, well, that's exactly how it should be.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about how that song, Not the 1975, was written.
Yeah.
It was your friend, right, who said, well, it's great you just got signed, but you're not going to be the 1975.
Well, it was just some random person that I met in a bar.
Oh, really?
It was that I was trying to be cool and whatever, and I was no, I got a record deal, and they said that, and then they cheersed me and walked away. I was that's pretty funny.
You've been in touch with Matty Healy, or you've at least had some sort of interaction with him, right?
Yeah, he DM'd me. And was
he DM'd you?
He DM'd me. Don't get it twisted, folks. He DM'd me.
He DM'd you.
You know what's so funny? I had tagged him in a story before, right? Mm-hmm. And I had tagged him in a story, and this was coincidentally 4 days before he had messaged me. Mm. And so, but when it happened, I had to post it on Instagram, and I had to post it in a video, it was a green screen video on TikTok, and when it's your head and then there's a screen, whatever. Mm-hmm. So when I made the video, you couldn't see his message because my head was in the way. So I deleted my mention so that the messages moved up so I could make the video. And then when I did that, all of the comments were look at him, he deleted his message acting like he wasn't begging for him to listen to the song. And I was okay. So the comments on that were pretty funny.
But he DM'd you.
But
they need to know that.
Don't get it twisted. Mm-mm. He DM'd me. And then I DM'd him back, and never heard from him again. He was just gone.
Well, he DM'd you first. We won't forget that.
Please don't.
And this is only the start of your career. I mean, you are blowing up. You have such a big summer ahead of you.
Yeah,
You're going on tour with the band Camino.
Yeah.
And I actually saw in one of your interviews, you said that one of the songs you wrote when you were a songwriter, you were considering giving to the band Camino.
Yeah, well, they probably would have never taken it, but I just remember I have a song called I Don't Want to Know that I was like, when I made it, I was like, this would be a sick song for band Camino to sing. And then, but I mean, we never even got to a point, and they would have never like taken, now that I know them a little better, they would have like never taken an outside song like that. But yeah, I remember making it and being like, it's pretty good. It's a good song. And so I would have been a fan if somebody else had put it out. So that's how I knew it was good.
And what's the preparation been like for this tour?
Honestly, there's been like no prep at all. It's just I've been doing this, and I feel like our headline tour was the prep, and doing like the Hangout Fest was prep, and but even that, I feel like the Camino tour is just prep for then Lollapalooza. Like I feel like it just is constant, and then Lollapalooza will be prep for whatever craziness comes next. God knows what that is going to be.
I want to talk about your new song, Invisible. It's out today.
I forgot that this was happening. Heck yeah.
Yes,
let's go.
It's out today.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, the writing process, the creative process behind the song.
Dude, so actually, Invisible is actually a song that I did not write. I was not a part of the writing process. It was actually it was an outside song written by, I'm going to forget some of these people, but Jeff Warburton is one of them, Jesse Fink, who's one of the best, Sarah Davis, and Daniel Ross. I think those are the 4 writers, but was that it? Am I right?
I think so, yeah.
But dude, they are like, I remember, like, I like to write everything myself. Typically, like, everything I've ever put out is, like, my stuff that I've written. But it was one of those songs, like, now that I'm with a label and stuff, like, we get pitched songs, and 99% of the time we get pitched songs, and it's like, nah, I'd rather just do it myself. But this was just one of those that the second I heard it, I was like, this is so good, and if they're giving me the opportunity to sing this, then I would love to. And so, I put my own little spin on it in some parts, but yeah, shout out to those 4 for writing it, because I think it's so amazing, and thank you to them for letting me sing it. I'm really stoked, and I think everybody's gonna love it. I think it's one of those that, like, if one of my favorite artists had put that out, like, if someone even like band Camino, if like Camino had sang it, or if like someone like Ed Sheeran had sang it, like, it would have been one of my favorite songs. So yeah, I thought it was like a no-brainer. That's kind of like my favorite thing to do, is just put out songs that people like aren't expecting you to put out, and kind of being like genre-less in a way. So yeah, it's just different, and I'm excited about it.
I have to ask, what's next for you? Where do you see yourself going in the next 2 to 5 years?
Honestly, I just want to keep putting out music that I love, and keep playing shows and keep selling tickets, and whether that is the biggest freaking artist ever, or just, whatever it is, like, as long as I just get to go to a studio every day with my best friends and make music that I care about and that I believe in, that's my thing. But that being said, it's like, I've been so lucky, like, I'm signed to like the best record label in the world, and so it's like, I have the opportunities to make this as like crazy and wild and big as we can, so I'm definitely going to try and see what happens. If we have the chance, but might as well see how far we can take it.
One more question. So since we are Celeb Secrets, I'm wondering, do you have any secrets or behind-the-scenes things that the typical fan wouldn't know that you want to share with us?
Oh, do I have a secret? I'm trying to think of a secret that I can say that I won't get in trouble for saying if I have one. The Jonas Brothers are like fans, and I'm fans, and so we'll see.
We'll
see what happens. I don't know what's going on.
New friendship, maybe?
Yeah, life is weird. I don't really know what's going on. We'll see.